Welcome to our first workshop. My name is Mei-Mei. I'm together with my colleague Wei-Min.
Hi.
And we are subject librarians and today's speaker. Today's topic is the learning and research resources of NTU Library. NTU Library has a wealth of learning and research resources with a collection of more than 8.3 million volumes. Therefore, knowing how to select and use appropriate resources for specific information is the key to successful studying, learning, and research. Nowadays, so much information is available that deciding the most appropriate sources for your assignment may take a lot of work. In this talk, we will introduce type of documents, what they are, why you should use them, and how to efficiently find what you need. And you'll also learn about the many different resources available to you. At first, it's essential to identify the types of documents you need. In the scientific and technical fields, various documents contain distinct kinds of information. Knowing their main features and usage is useful, as it allows you to choose the most appropriate ones for your work or study. For example, you can use textbooks or reference books if you need background information. If you need current events and trends, then you can find newspaper or magazine. And you can use journal articles, books, theses, and dissertation for in-depth analysis. Yearbook and annual or monthly reports may contain statistical data that support research with empirical evidence. In the library, we use two main tools to find information. The first one is library catalog. It's used to find books, DVD, journals, theses, and dissertation. NTU Library uses a catalog called SLIM. The abbreviation SLIM means System for Library Information Management. So remember that SLIM is the name of our system. Another tool is database. Databases constitute the library's online resources. They often include abstract and index the contents of academic journals from various publishers, as well as other types of publications like standards, reports, conference papers, and patents. A database functions as an intensive online catalog containing hundreds of thousands of items on various subjects. NTU Library subscribes to over 600 of them and gives you access to many critical subject-specific databases. Databases are useful because it includes advanced search techniques and easy add limits to help refine searches and get more relevant information. It provides clear authorship and publication information along with citation information, so you can be confident in the information you find in them. However, full text isn't available for everything. In terms of research materials, databases are great tools for conducting your literature searches comprehensively and systematically. They typically contain journal articles, books, and a variety of subject-specific e-resources, such as imagery, newspaper, and general knowledge. Before learning how to access the library's e-resources, please note an important reminder. Most of the library's e-resources are accessible within the campus network. However, when you are outside the campus, you can still remotely access resources through off-campus internet connection service, commonly referred to as virtual private networks, VPN. You need to do some settings for the first time. You can find the instruction for setting up the VPN under the service section of the library's website. Just follow the steps provided there. Every student needs to apply for VPN privilege first and then set up VPN. And VPN service is provided by NTU Computer and Information Networking Center with a Jizhong in Chinese. So if you run into any issue during the setup, please reach out to Jizhong for help. Next, I will introduce how to find different types of library resources. There are several points I would like to make. Let's begin by learning how to search for books and e-books. There are many types of books such as print books, textbooks, reference books, and e-books. Books have various levels of information and in-depth analysis of specific topics. You can seek a particular argument and definition for such support in them. Besides, they may have full annotations and bibliography providing further information for the readers. How to search for book resources of NTU Library. The most efficient way is to search them through our library catalog, the link. And you can click on the tab of catalog and type the book title, author name, or ISBN in the search bar, and then search. By the way, we offer a comprehensive selling tutorial which is available for online reading and viewing. On the search result page, you can see the electronic resources and physical items at the same time. That's because the link integrates them, which means these resources could be available online or on bookshelf in the library. You can click the title link to get complete bibliographic information. Now we will enter the bibliographic information page of this book to guide us in getting or reserving it. Let's check the information below this page. If it says available with a code number afterward, that means it's a physical item held in the library. For example, the book is in the main library 4th floor, Humanity and Social Science area. Please take down its code number to help you locate the book's position on the library's shelf or stack. If you want to borrow this book, you must also check the loan policy. It will tell you whether the book is loanable. Now let's move on to another record of e-book. If the item is available online, you can scroll down to view online and check the link to access it. You will be guided to the full text link of this e-book. For example, the hyperlink of this book is connected to X-Cohort's platform. So now we will look at the beginning of how to search books. I would like to expand on searching books through links smartly. If you want to find resources under specific conditions, such as books written in French, what can you do? Let me give you an example. As we know, Harry Potter is an English novel. It's translated into various languages such as French and Chinese. It also has a movie adaptation. Now, if you want to find a French version of Harry Potter novel, then how? And we use Sling and click on catalog. Select title in the search field and search Harry Potter. And you may receive a large number of results. On the left-hand side of the search result page, you will find several options to refine your search. These are known as filters, which can be useful when dealing with a large volume of results. There are various filters available. You can refine your search by resource type, which include options like books or videos. Library is also a category within the filters, indicating the location of the library's collection, such as the main library, law library, or other branch libraries. And to find French translation of Harry Potter, select book under the resource type filter and choose French under the language filter. After applying these filters, you will be able to access the collection of Harry Potter books in French. And this concludes the guidance of using the link for searching books and ebooks. Next, I would like to focus on how to use databases to search for ebooks. To use databases, please go to the library website, click the third tab, Databases. If you already know a specific database, type in the database title in the search bar and then click Search. If you want to browse all accessible databases through NTU Library, click the databases link in orange below. On the library databases page, under the category of content type, select eBook database. And here's a list of links to the eBook databases. And usually, many publishers may have their own platforms, which are very intuitive and easy to use. Next, I will introduce 4 ebook databases. I will provide a brief overview of their content coverage and guide you on how to access and download the 4 texts. The first one is Cambridge Companions. Cambridge Companions are a series of authoritative guides written by leading experts. It offers lively, accessible introduction to major writers, artists, philosophers, topics, and periods across various fields such as literature, music, philosophy, religion, and culture. It hosts the online version of the printing series and includes over 600 titles, over 4,000 essays, as well as bibliography and further reading. To use ebooks, enter your search term, but you may find books that the library doesn't purchase. Or click on Publication. Then select Books to view all ebooks NTU Library can access. When searching the entire database, you can also refine to only show content I have access to. And this option will restrict the search results to show you only content you have access, including free and open access content or belonging to our library. And user can search in the book. If you want to download the full text, make sure you have access right and then go to content page. The book is available for download in 2 formats, a PDF of entire books or individual chapters. After selecting the chapters, you can click the download button. Next, let's turn to database Wiley Online Library Online Books. It offers a broad and deep multidisciplinary collection of online resources. It covers a wide range of subjects including life, health, and physical science, social science, and humanity. And this database provides access to a vast number of online books and references works from Wiley. You can access online books marked with full access, indicating that NTU Library users have the right to read and download them. After visiting the bibliography page, you will have the option to download the full books in PDF format or select individual chapters from the table of contents for downloading. Now we will move on to the next database, IEEE Explorer. It's managed by the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, IEEE. IEEE Explorer is 4 text databases of journals, conference papers, and standards in the fields of electrical engineering, electronics, computer science, and related areas. Let's look at how to use IEEE Explorer ebooks. After searching, you can filter the content that the library has subscribed to, which will show a green unlock icon next to it. Then, in a single book, you can select PDF files of this book by chapter. A maximum of 10 PDFs can be downloaded at a time, or just click the Downloaded PDFs button to get the full book. The last but not least one I want to introduce is SAGE Research Method. This database is developed by the Institute of Social Science Research Methods. It contains books, references, and journals related to social science research method, which include comprehensively overview of research methodologies and books on specific research method. Their books include helpful guides for students and researchers. Now we focus on knowing how to use ebooks and download them. We have a previous video that gives you a complete explanation. You can use filters to get book resources. On the bibliography page, you can search within this book and click a single chapter to read its content, or you can download a PDF. So after introducing how to search books and use ebooks, let's summarize. The first method is to search for the title and author name of the books through the link. You can limit the search result by filter. The second way is searching and browsing an individual ebook database. Please notice that every database has its own regulations for downloading and printing. And remember to searching functions that can really help you a lot. And today's lecture will focus on print materials or single resources. If you are interested in learning how to search for multimedia resources such as movie, music, and audiobook, please note that there will be a dedicated section on May 16, and you're welcome to register. Okay, so next, during your academic career, you will need to do research using scholarly journal articles, also called academic, peer review, or referee articles. Academic journals are written by academics or experts in a particular field or discipline to communicate with peers within that same area of expertise. Typically, academic journals have an editorial board that assesses the quality of the article submitted by author and decides whether they are relevant to be published or not. That's guaranteeing the quality of the journal. In short, this means that its content goes through a peer-reviewed process before being published. Journal articles may be quite lengthy and provide original information or new search findings. As research materials, these journals share ideas, theories, findings, and bibliographic references that point to other relevant research, helping readers stay current on development in its fields or discipline. Therefore, choosing the right journal for your research is important. If you already know about a journal and want to see if our library carries it, it's straightforward. Just use the search function through our link system. I will introduce basic search and journal search. To learn more about the techniques in searching journals and accessing the full text, here are some further readings for you. For basic search, just type the journal name or ISSN in the search bar. If the search results have too many and are hard to identify, as we mentioned earlier, you can use filters to refine. You can click on resource type and then select journals. Next, you can use journal search function. Click on select and then select journal search tab at the top. Type the journal name if the journal title is incomplete. The system will automatically show the suggested list for user to choose from. When you find a journal you need, the results may show both the electronic version and the paper version of the journal. So how do you access it? If it's an electronic version, while checking the bibliography, there may be more than one resource. You have to know the peer range or journal coverage. As the figure shows, there are two sources to access this journal. If you're supposed to find an article published in 2000, then which link you should click, 1 or 2? It's the second link. In some cases, the record may be marked with most recent 1 year not available or 4. This indicates that access to the full text of the article is delayed by 1 year. While the journal's current issue might be published this April, the newest accessible issue will be from the previous April. Okay, if the journal is a print edition, it may be located on the 3rd floor of the library. However, print journals are divided into current issue or back issue. The specific locations are detailed in the notes section. As the figure shows, current issues are in the 3rd floor current periodicals area, while the back issues are in the 3rd floor bound periodical area. Besides, the current issues will be listed in the catalog. Let's move on to the advanced part. What should you do if you wish to search for materials on a specific topic but are unsure about which journals are relevant to the topics? I will introduce two methods. Method 1, use advanced search. Advanced search may make your search result more precise by setting up the fields and conditions. You can type in the keyword of the topic, select title and content that keyword in the search field, and limit the material type to journals. And this method can help you explore journals that contain the keywords you need in their titles. If the result is too much, you can change another filter to the query, such as contains exact phrase in the title. Then you could get a more accurate and precise result. Method 2, let's use the discovery system to search for keywords of the topic you want to know. The key difference between the catalog and the discovery lies in the range of resources they cover. Discovery system offers a broader access to information, allowing you to find not just books and journals, but also individual book chapters and book articles, and even open access or freely available resources. For example, if you want to find a journal discussing ChatGPT in the field of business management or economics, then we can use ChatGPT as a keyword. Then use the filters we mentioned earlier and refine search result by journal title. Because the journal title basic values are populated from relevant articles, you can find out which journals the topic appears in more often. In our example, if you want to search journals talking about ChatGPT in the business management or economics fields, perhaps you can see that Business World contains many articles about ChatGPT. Now is another situation. What if you want to know about high-quality journals on a specific subject? How do you determine the quality of a journal? The widely used measure of the journal quality is the Journal Impact Factor, JIF. It's calculated by Collaborate Analytics based on citation data from their Web of Science database. In general, the higher the impact factor, the more important and prestigious the journal within its particular field. JIF released annually on Journal Citation Report, JCR. However, it's important to note that not all journals have an impact factor. Only journal indexed in Web of Science, Science Citation Index Expanded, SCIE, Social Science Citation Index, SSCI, Arts and Humanities Citation Index, AMHCI, and Emerging Source Citation Index, ESCI, are assigning an impact factor. If you want to know more about Web of Science and JCR, we also have an online video for you. And you can link to JCR through our link, and then you can use JCR to check the JIF of a journal. Take a journal, for example, PLOS ONE. We can search PLOS ONE in JCR, and JCR will list the category of the journal. Scroll down the page to find the rank by JIF, and you can see that in the category of multidisciplinary science, PLOS ONE ranks 26. Okay, next, Wei-Min will introduce how to search thesis and dissertation. Let's welcome Wei-Min.
Okay, and thesis and dissertation are valuable as research material and a fundamental form of scholarly communication. Thesis and dissertation are book-length research paper on a particular subject written by candidates seeking to complete graduate or doctoral degrees. In the upcoming course, I will use thesis to refer to both thesis and dissertations. Most of theses are deposited in the university library, where the author graduates, and the National Central Library. As research material, they can reveal emerging trends and voices in a field of study. Sometimes they can be the only research paper on a new topic. Because of their length, They can offer more substantial coverage of a topic than a traditional journal article. They can also have an up-to-date and thorough literature review and extensive bibliographies of essential sources in the field of study. However, theses may be considered student work and are not peer-reviewed. Always clarify with your instructor whether you can include and cite thesis in your research. Next, how do you find the full text of thesis? Theses in different regions or countries are available through various online databases and digital repositories. As this slide shows, in this talk, we will focus on the database of theses in Taiwan, United States, and Canada, and worldwide. If you want to know more, welcome to watch another online course which introduces how to obtain in different regions. The first one, of course, is how to locate NTU thesis. If you want to search NTU thesis, you can use NTU Thesis and Dissertation Repository known as TDR. A link is available on the library homepage under the Search and Find link, and you will find TDR under the e-resources category. NTU TDR has provided bibliography records since 1964. So far, it provides free license for full text about 7,600 theses. You may browse with the option including communities and collection, author title, or search the keywords on TDR. For article authorized without compensation, the full text could be downloaded on TDR. You can click the article link and click the View button at the end of the web page. However, if you can get the full text on the TDR system, you may try other databases I will introduce later. And if the author didn't authorize the complete text, you can use the print form in the NTU Library. Next, if you want to search for thesis in Taiwan, you can go to the National Digital Library of Thesis and Dissertation in Taiwan, NDLTD for short. It is a bibliography system constructed by the National Central Library. It provides both Chinese and English abstracts from 1956 to present and 700,000 full texts. You may search by title, author, advisor, keyword, abstract, or all fields. As the research result page shows, some theses with full text hyperlink provide free full text. You can use your email to register for a free account to access the content. Next, we will talk about another database, the NTU Library. It collects theses from more than 60 universities in Taiwan since 2003 and provide a higher proportion of full text. Besides, NTU Library also collects academic journal articles, magazines, and conference papers of Taiwan. It is an important database for collecting Taiwan's research articles. You may browse by the discipline or school. Also, you can browse theses of a specific department such as Department of Chinese Literature. If the author authorizes access to their full text file, then those theses be tagged within an icon of download PDF, allowing you get full text PDF file. User can download full text on the NTU campus or via VPN. That summarizes what we have talked about. If you want to browse theses of NTU, you can use NTU DDR. If you want to browse theses in Taiwan, you can use NDLTD. If you want to get full text as more possible, you can use NTU Library. If you're not in the NTU campus network, please remember to set VPN before accessing. And how to find theses in United States, Canada, or other countries? You can use PQDT, which is the abbreviation of progress, dissertations, and thesis. It is the most significant abstract of master thesis and doctoral dissertations in scale. PQDT offers access to 5 million bibliography records of dissertation and thesis, mainly from the United States and Canada. There are also some papers from other countries. This database provides abstract index only, not full text, except for those published as open access. In most cases, titles published after 1997 have the 24-page preview available. On the search result page, click on the Abstract and Detail button. You may only preview 24 pages of this paper on PQDT database. If PQDT doesn't provide the full text PDF, you can download it from the other database, Digital Dissertation Consortium (DDC). DDC contains more than 280,000 full text files. Let me demonstrate now. Notice that in the full text option, there has the link to DDC. The web page would show whether they can have full text. In addition, we now have subscribed the PQDT global version, which allows downloading the full text until the end of May in this year. If you want to get thesis worthwhile, you can use Network Digital Library of Thesis and Dissertation. It is an international organization dedicated to promoting the creation, use, and preservation of electronic theses. It contains more than 6 million records of electronic theses from the early 19th and to the present, and it provides a list of open access thesis repository from over 100 universities and institutes for more than 40 countries and a global search. On the NDLTD system, it provides the link to the full text. It may lead you to the repository system built by the corresponding university and download full text file for free. And the next type of material I'm going to talk about is newspapers. Newspapers are typically published in daily or weekly and contain news, opinion articles, features, photographs, and advertising. It is typically published news articles and feature articles on national and international news, as well as local news, although the article is usually short with a few references. As a research method, it is the best resource of the latest daily events and the local information. Besides, newspapers are a valuable primary source for historical research, both for the narrative and description of the past, that they can reflect the insight and the attitude of culture at the time. If you want to search for a specific newspaper, you can use the library catalog to search newspaper. It is suggested to use advanced search. To begin with the advanced search, click the button on the right-hand side of the search bar. Advanced search allows you to set up a filter by material type. You can limit your keyword to newspaper. You can get the exact newspaper, the Washington Post. Click on the title to see more information in the bibliography record. According to the date of coverage, full text for the year since 2003 are available. You are access it online through databases. Hence, if you want to search events or topics not limited to specific newspaper, you can use EBSCO-host newspaper source. The NTU Library subscribes to several databases with online digital newspapers as listed above. This can be searched by keywords, author, or title. Searches can usually be limited to a specific date range and a particular newspaper or a group of newspapers. Some newspapers in online formats are only contain the text of the news article, but not the original paper's layout and graphic content. Alternatively, several online newspapers serve as digital versions of their original printed editions. More on that in a moment. Newspaper stores provide cover-to-cover full text or abstract for hundreds of American and international newspapers. In addition, it offers television and radio news transcripts from the major networks such as CBS News, CNN, CNN International, Fox News, NPR, and more. News articles in EBSCO host are just plain text. Some, like the New York Times, only give you a summary, but others, like USA Today, CNN Breaking News, and the Washington Post, go all the way back to the 1990s with full text. The ABI Inform also provide news material. On the search result from ABI Inform only contain the text and news articles, as the picture shows. If you want to search the Wall Street Journal, one of the most prestigious financial and most read newspaper in the U.S., the NTU Library has subscribed the electronic version of the Wall Street Journal collected in the database like ProQuest. You can read our post in our blog, Searching Skill, chronologically range of collection, and the version of different regions will be introduced. The digital archive is an online version of the Time. One of the most highly esteemed repositories of the news coverage spanning the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries, encompassing every page of every issue from 1785 to 1985. This historical newspaper archive allows researchers to search and view the best known and most cited newspaper online in its original published context. The entire newspaper is captured with article, advertisement, and picture divided into categories to facilitate searching. As mentioned, the Time Digital Archive provides online version of the original print edition. Research can search through the complete digital edition of Times. Use keyword search to retrieve full image of either a specific title or a whole page. Here are examples. I found an article about 1980 influenza at that time. Do you know how to search the elements in the journal article and the contents of e-resources? In this part, I would like to introduce how to search image resources in the academic articles. Also, I will focus on the search strategy and techniques to help you find helpful research elements of academic resources. Have you ever seen manuscripts, archives, meaningful statistical graph in academic articles? Consider these resources more detailed when researching material. They can support the article content, and they are also the presentation of research data or the records of history. Why is this important? They also can help your readers compare and analyze data more efficiently. The next topic I will focus is on how to search them out. We can use the text to search for image resources that match the keywords in the image description field. The field is called caption. Next, I would like to introduce several databases where you can directly search keywords in the caption field. The first database is JustStore, a database of the past issue. You can search for full text journal on the history of art, humanities, and science. It's conceivable that there should be a rich picture of information in the journal document in JSTOR. In this example, please first select Advanced Search function on the database search, then limit the search field to the caption, and subsequently use the keyword Gutenberg to start searching. As you see, you can find a picture with the keyword Gutenberg in the caption. And next, I would like to introduce how to search the picture resources in the EBSCOhost database. At first, we can click the Image tab at the top of the database platform and select Image Quick View Collection. In this way, you can search the picture in academic articles. Afterwards, in the search area, I use the keyword Tesla to search for pictures. In this example, I found photos and videos in the literature where Tesla appears in the description text. Next, I want to introduce another database, ProQuest. There are also a lot of databases on this platform, such as API Informed Collection and PQDT. The method of searching for a picture in the literature on the ProQuest platform require advanced searching. First, please click Advanced Search at the top of the platform, and then we will enter the Advanced Search area. And then select the command line and function. In the command line search section, select the caption field. It will directly take to the cap command list to the blank search area below. Then fill the keyword Tesla motor to be the query in the blank brackets. And you can find the text and pictures including Tesla. The keywords are shown in the caption. Here are online resources of self-learning to help you use NTU Library better. The first one is the NTU Library Reference Service blog. NTU Library writes a various topics on the NTU Library Reference Service blog to teach readers in a scholarly way. We help to solve readers' problems and help them. If readers have difficulties, the NTU Library blog provides abundant instruction and resources guides such as database, retrieve skills, founding for text, or need guidelines, etc. Next is our YouTube channel. NTU Library can help. 台大图书馆 help 频道 in Chinese. We put many videos frequently on that YouTube channel. By recording first workshop course, we will update in 1 week. Overall, there is a FAQ page on the library website. NTU Library collects many common questions to give readers quick response, including loan policy, SLIM, databases, VPN, etc. We add text and related questions for each question to find answer precisely. There is a search bar above, so you can write keywords to browse. Otherwise, Hard and News provide readers with a way to view essential issues. Do you have any questions or comments? If you still have further questions about the NTU resources and service, our reference desk is on the first floor of the main library. You can get help for the reference librarian there, or feel free to email us. If you are interested in learning more about useful databases, you are welcome to register for the Library First workshop. All sessions conducted in English for the international student. Also, we have Facebook, Line, YouTube channel. Scan the QR code to follow us, and don't forget to subscribe the library newsletter. Thanks for your participating participating today. Please scan the QR code and give us your feedback. Thank you.
Do you have any questions now?
Go back to the previous